All right, you know what it is. This one's about Yo Gotti letting them know that the feds and the Alphabet Boys are coming. We know that they was already looking at you. They coming. All them bright lights behind me, that's what's gonna be there for you. That's what was there for me. I'm just showing you how it's a rendezvous and how this thing go down. The Alphabet Boys will be coming because Memphis cannot handle what y'all putting down out there because y'all too official for them. Y'all chose the streets and you representing it 100%, you know. I'm not with it now at this time in my life, but I was with it, so I understand where you at. So I'm talking to you so you understand. And hopefully somebody catch on and wind up falling back. All right? So sit back and enjoy the ride. All right? Let's go. All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. This one here, I'm going to explain to y'all how the feds are coming, why they come, so y'all understand, because a lot of y'all don't really understand the detriment and how serious it is to be running the streets and, you know, getting big money in America and being black. This means black for those of y'all that's not used to tuning in. And make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please take the time right now to subscribe if you're not subscribed. I got a lot of new people tuning in. They want to hear the real because this is a gangster channel. We talk about gangsters, being a gangster, and I'm trying to reform you from not being a gangster. All right? But this is definitely a gangster channel. All right, so now this is where we at. So you understand, the feds and the Alphabet Boys are definitely coming. This the way it works. They come when it's violence. When it's bodies dropping, that's when they come. The feds don't have a problem with you making money in this country. As long as you pay your taxes, they kind of turn a blind eye to it. You understand? As long as you pay your taxes, they turn a blind eye to it. Hold on, somebody called me on my YouTube joint. Hold up. Hello?
Yeah, Michael, what's up, my brother?
Oh, what up, family? Who this?
This is Carlos Jones calling from Kershaw, South Carolina, man.
All right. How you get this number?
Bruh, you said something about your number on your jump. I called it, and you answered the first few rings, man.
All right, just so y'all understand, I do answer my phone. The number is 917-680-9091. All right, I do answer my phone. Now, Carlos, I'm going to be talking about the Alphabet Boys coming in to move in on, you know, Yo Gotti and Young Dolph and them people and all them down there in Memphis. I'm going to say a prayer for them right now because, you know, we definitely need to pray for our brothers in the struggle.
Oh, yeah, they coming, bro. There's too much going on. They coming.
All right, so this is what it is, right? Put it on mute. Listen to this joint. I'm going to bring you in after I'm done breaking the spill. Listen to how I'm breaking it down, and if you got any questions, you can ask. So that's why when you call this number, you never know what you're going to get at Unique Mecca Audio, man. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe right now. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe right now. Hit the notification bell, share this video, hit the like button, and definitely hit the bell and give me an emoji at the very least, all right? Now, this the way this play out. The feds and the Alphabet Boys are definitely coming, right? They have no problem with you making big money in this country, whether it's drugs or selling money. I'm keeping it 100. I know they don't like what I'm saying, but I got to keep it real so the youngins understand. They sit back and they let you make all this money because when you get the money, you run into the jewelry store, go buy your little bling. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you do when you get your little money. You know what I mean? Don't do that. That was my mistake. You know, we go buy our jewels, we go buy our cars, we do everything we got to do. And when we do that, there's taxes on it and the money is being injected back into society to fund and stimulate the economy. So drug dealers stimulated the economy back in the 80s during the crack era and before that, but I'm just using that because that's where I started at. Now, we stimulate the economy with our drugs because we go buy the Mercedes, we go buy the BMW, we go buy the jewels, we go buy the clothes. But when we was buying the Dapper Dan outfits, they had a problem with that because Dapper Dan wasn't paying his taxes and wasn't giving them their cut, so they moved in on Dap and locked Dap up for copyright infringement for using the logos on his clothes, you know, from the major brands, and nobody was eating but Dap, so they put him in jail. That's how the Alphabet Boys work. That's how they brought down Dap, a fashion designer. Now, they brought me down as a crack kingpin because violence came into play. They had no problem when I was selling 25 keys a day. I paid off the police. I paid everybody that needed to get paid, that was in position, that felt like they deserved a cut because they kept me out of jail. That's the way it worked. Now, we have rat bastards and flip-flop wearing and public trolls that tried to put in the comments crazy stuff like, oh, you pay the police, so therefore you're a snitch. No, I don't tell the police anything. I pay them for them to tell me what's going on and to keep me out of jail. So they on my payroll. They're not giving me nothing but the information that I'm paying for. And once I stop paying that information, all bets is off. Just like we talking about all bets. All bets is off with the crack dealer, the fashion designer, you know, and the record artists and the labels and everybody else once violence come into play. Now, we got Memphis that got all this violence coming into play. You know, rest in peace to young Dolph. Let me say that. And rest in peace, you know, to Big Joe. And rest in peace to my brother. Because I lost my brother during the struggle the same way, you know. Just so y'all could understand what we're dealing with, right? Once violence come into play, that's when the feds come into play. They let you get all the money you want as long as you're paying your taxes. You don't pay your taxes, that means that you're not giving them their cut. Taxes is no more than extortion. You know what I mean? Let's get it right. You know, I know they don't like what I'm saying, but I got to give it to y'all raw so y'all understand. That's how I break it down. Taxes is no more than extortion. The federal government extorts us for taxes. You understand? That's for protection and everything else. Then we got our wolves in the neighborhood, our local wolves. Our local wolves, when you have a problem in the neighborhood, you know, being that the police didn't care about the neighborhood back in the days, you know, and certain neighborhoods now, you know, you go to the neighborhood watchdog, which is the wolf, and you tell them, yo, such and such is shaking me down. They telling me da-da-da, they keep da-da-da-da, you know, I need you to get them up off me. They say, all right, well, start giving me X amount of dollars a week because you making X amount of dollars and I want to cut and I'll police your establishment. That's how the wolves work. The same way the police say somebody break in your house, steal your car, whatever they do, you know what I mean? They put their hands on you, you call us and you pay your taxes and we put a portion aside for that and we come when it's time. You see how that works? Everybody want to get paid for these services. The wolves want to get paid for keeping, you know what I mean, the other wolves off you. And the police want to get paid for keeping the wolves and the thieves up off you. You know, so you pay taxes. It's taxes. So dudes say, oh, you know, dude was extorting such and such because he was paying X amount of dollars. And I could honestly say, and can't nobody come up here and say, ain't nobody never extorted me in Harlem or nowhere I went to hustle because I know how the rules go. And bottom line is if a wolf come at you and even mention that, 2 to the face. End the story. Not promoting violence, just telling you how it works. You know, that's how I kept them up off me. But I was driving, let me ride. I feel like riding. I feel like riding. Now, I was driving down the street, right? My man just sold me a Mercedes-Benz, you know, what was that, 300E, charcoal gray with charcoal gray interior, you know, and it had some hammer rims on. They call them hammers, you know, the 5-star hammers, you know, the chrome joints, you know, the gooseneck antenna, the blow pump radio. That's what they had back in the days. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But it was fly for back then. Tinted windows. I'm riding in that joint. I got $1 million in the trunk. I'm getting ready to take it to the Connect. It's not my money. I didn't even make $1 million for myself yet. You know what I mean? Let's get that straight. You know what I mean? So now, they got $1 million in the trunk. Police pull me over, and he takes the $1 million. You understand? He takes the $1 million. You know, and he says, yo, you want to go downtown with this money, or do I keep this money? You know what I mean? So now, I had to turn around and tell him, Would you like the title too? That's in the glove box. Get the title out the glove box. Take this raggedy ass German piece of crap and go about your business, you know? And that was money I was taking to my man. At that time, I had like 900,000, and I'm 100,000 short of $1 million, and here go the police taking $1 million. So now I got to give to connect my 900,000, leave me back with $100,000 in debt, but I'm free, you know? Here it goes. A week later, the police pull up on me in my establishment, and they tell me, look, I like the way you handled that. We feel we could talk to you, so this is what we're going to do. I know you making plenty of money. We ain't counted how much money you're getting yet, but we see the cars you got, we see the jewels you wearing, and the establishments you have. Give us $10,000 a week. That's $40,000 a month. And if anyone in your crew get locked up, we get them out. If they come into raid your spot or watching on the surveillance any one of your homies, we're going to let you know that. And if you get locked up, we're going to get you out, you know. But we want 10,000. Mind you, they already caught me with $1 million. They could have took me downtown, so right now I need them. So you fake rat bastards that don't understand how this goes, sit back and play your position because you've never been here, so you don't know what I'm saying. Now, so I start giving them 10,000 a week. My man gets arrested in the spot, you know. He was out in 24 hours, you know. They came by, they said that one's on us, you know. But normally when you have a hiccup, we have to pay whoever it is to get whoever out. So another time my man get caught, you know, with a trunk full of guns and about 5 keys. So now they come see me and they tell me, yo, your man got caught with all this stuff in the car. We could get him out. We good on the 10 grand a week, but the police that arrested him is one of those straight police. But I know for a fact that his wife had cancer. They can't afford to pay for the cancer, and they back on their kids' school tuition, you know. So I think I could flip them, but I'm gonna need 20 grand, you know, to be able to flip this other police. We good. That's not for us. That's us to get the officer that arrested your man to say whatever he need to say to get him off on a technicality. I said, all right, well, you know, I don't know if you playing fair. Now, you know, I'm gonna give you 10 grand. You get the charges dismissed. I got the other 10 grand for you and a bonus. You know what I mean? So the 20 grand was for the dude with the wife with the cancer and the kid with, you know, back tuition in school. So I give him the 10 grand, you know. 2 months later, my man came out of jail on bail. 2 months later, he goes back to court. When he go back to court, they dismissed it on some fugazi stuff, and he was free. So now they pull up. I give him the 20 grand, and I give him 5 grand bonus for handling that. See how this works? So how could you two watching fake trolls that try and discredit what a gangster say, that never been in a gangster's shoes, say that's right? What part of that is right? Put it in the comments so we can have the rat bastards have something to talk about, you know? But now, that's how that played out. But the moral of the story, because we're going to go back to, you know, Yo Gotti and him losing his brother and young Dolph down there, because now we have bodies. When bodies is in play, all bets are off. They don't care if you're selling records or you're selling keys. Let's get that straight. They don't care if you're selling records or you're selling keys, as long as you're paying your taxes on it. You see how simple this is? They just want their cut. They know we poison the community. I done came on here and I told y'all, I know I poison the community selling 25 kilos a day, you know, in New York City and sending 100 up and down the highway down south. And I apologize, you know, from the bottom of my heart for poisoning my community, because at the time I was selfish and I didn't know no better and I didn't fully think it out. All I wanted was the bag, and anybody got involved, face blown off. Because if they came to get the bag, they're going to blow my face off. So it's fair exchange, ain't no robbery. I lost my brother. He got 2 to the face. I'm not mad. My own brother. See how calm and simple I say that? I'm just keeping it real. This is a part of the game. Like, Yo Gotti, I'm going to talk to you right now. You know what I mean? Y'all entered, you know, or began, allegedly, from the street. So your brother know the street. The brother, I think his name was Eric Dunton, the brother that, you know, your uncle that y'all was at the funeral for. So you understand. He's from the street, so he understands how this go. You know, death is inevitable when you're on the street, just like prison is inevitable. My brother lost his life. I can't cry over that because we knew what we signed up for. And I'm sure Big Joke knew what he signed up for, and your uncle knew what he signed up for. So all this is a way of life. And like the Moors say, you know, when we're born, we're connected to a umbilical cord. And we got all these invisible umbilical cords in the universe that's keeping us grounded down here. You know, that's the gravity. Now, when we lose one of our comrades, our brother, our loved ones, our mother, our sister, our pet monkey Bubbles, whoever we lose or we choose to run the street, we know that that's considered as a casualty of war. If this sounds too raw to anyone, if anyone don't agree with this, that means you're on the right path to being a good civilian. I wasn't a good civilian. It cost me 26 years in federal prison. I'm not trying to let you go to prison and have to do 26 years in prison, so I'm giving it to you real raw and uncut. That's why you come here to the Gangster Channel. Gangsters. You understand? So when I lost my brother, yes, I did cry. But I didn't cry because, you know, he died or, you know, I can't believe it. Because I believed it. Because we're casualties of war. I lost other comrades doing this. And even my brother sucked it up and said, all right, send me 20 more keys. Let's keep it moving. You know what I mean? Because you lose one, you know, you pick up two. And that's the way the street works. You know, so it's not worth it. That's what I tell the youngins. Don't go up there. And that's what this is about. It's not worth it. Don't get involved with the streets because, like I said, you know, they did terrible things to my mother to get the bag. You know, tied her up in the crib and everything. But I know that that was a part of the game. I chose to be in it, so I chose to put my mother in it. Because at the time, I didn't know it would happen like that to me. Never would God allow someone to kidnap my mother, tie her up, pistol whip, or do none of that. God would never do that to me. He blessed me to sell 25 keys a day. God blessed me to get a connect. Now, don't that sound crazy to you civilians? That I'm telling you that God blessed me to get a connect to poison my community. That's how twisted my mentality is. So a lot of things that y'all looking at as normal now is twisted. But where I'm standing after 26 years sitting in a federal prison, 5 years in ADX, being around other men that was there 20 years before me in solitary confinement consecutively. And I'm just walking in and the little things I'm complaining about, they said, nigga, toughen up. This is what you signed up for when you hit the streets. They said, yo, I'm not crying about sitting in a cage for 26 years while you was out there doing your thing, living life, screwing girls, getting jewelry, buying cars, getting more money than I ever seen. I'm not mad at that. So you can't be mad at me for being in here 26 years or feel sorry for me. Because these are the choices that we made and these are the things that come with the choices. That's why I'm telling the youth, don't make these choices. They're not worth it. Everybody left me while I was in prison. I don't even know my nieces and nephew. I've been gone 26 years. I don't know my niece's nephew. Since I've been home, I haven't even seen them. They don't know how to approach me. I don't know how to approach them, their parents, and they're grown adults now. And they haven't even said, let me reach out to my crazy uncle that screwed up his life and poisoned the community. They went on with their life. But I tell you what, any one of them get in a situation on the street where they need protection, then they're going to say, let me call my uncle. But until then, they don't want to know their uncle. This is what you want for yourself? I have no one but my mother who's 88. I lost my brother. That was like my twin. 2 bullets to the head. Like I said, they handcuffed me on the table, man. and shackled my feet to the floor and laid out these beautiful 8x10 glossy pictures. The color was so beautiful. When I looked at the color, my eyes lit up because I printed up pictures off Kodak, off those little, film that they had back in the day, and they never looked it so glossy. But when I looked up, I saw green on there, and the green was my brother's brain matter splattered on the floor. And he was handcuffed. And they're laughing at me, telling me the fox hunt is over. We killed the nigger. Now you're going to die in prison. Because they wanted a reaction because I refused to talk to my prosecutor. Challenge anything I'm saying. Everything I'm saying is in my transcripts. I even went home and seen my prosecutor when I went home. I went to his office with a paralegal because when I got sentenced and I told the judge when he asked me if I had anything to say. I didn't tell him I had a hard life. I didn't get my first pair of shoes till I was 7. I was in a shootout at 9 years old, and I had to duck bullets, and I didn't have a gun. I didn't cry all that crap because that was the choices that I made. So all I asked the judge was send me someplace I could further my education so I could do something better than learning to just read a triple beam scale. I learned to read a triple beam scale before I knew my ABCs. I didn't even know my ABCs, but I knew how to read a triple beam scale. Nobody couldn't beat me for a line of coke, for a gram of coke, for a 1/10 of a gram or nothing. Because I knew I mastered that triple beam scale. But I didn't even know my ABCs. Every state that I went in, at that time, I went to Miami because Miami had numbered streets, Chicago, numbered streets, When I went down to Virginia, they didn't have no numbered streets. I was lost. How the hell do I know where Mercury Boulevard is or Military Highway or Linden Boulevard if I can't read? Unless somebody took me there and then I remembered where I went and then they said, hey, we on Military Highway and it's the Military Mall. Now I know how to get to Military Highway. So they said, yo, meet me at Military Highway. I know how to get to the mall. When I first got down there, they said, meet me at Military Highway. I drive past Military Highway 100 times before I knew I was on Military Highway. But nobody knew that because I had all the money in the world. I knew how to count. I knew how to read my scale. I knew my math. When I was in 2nd grade, because I'm riding. When I was in 2nd grade and I just came from Jamaica, I won the math contest because they was writing up these little charts. You remember the chart they did when you was in grade school where they put like 1 to 12 over here and 1 to 12 going down. And then if you want to know what 5 times 12 is, you go down this side and then you go to 12 over here and you bring the 5 from here and you bring it over and then that shows you the number. I didn't need that. But then when I got locked up in the feds, they had that same scale that taught you mathematics. But now that same scale that they teach you mathematics on is how they calculate your time. They say your criminal history's on the top. So it went from 1 to 6. And then they had the amount of drugs you had go all the way down the bottom. If you had 5 keys, 10 keys, 15 keys, 20, it went straight down the line. So if you only been arrested once or twice, you might be in category 3. So you take the top line, you go over to 3, you take the bottom line, and you say, okay, they said you had 15 keys. So you go up to 15, you bring it over until 15 meets the 3 for your criminal history, and that's your time, like mathematics. You see how crazy this is? But I knew then that math was key. Period. But I don't want you to have to go through what I'm going through. But I want you to know that when violence come into play, the feds come. Mandatory. Because when the violence come, that means the state can't handle it, and the feds is their superior, so the feds come in and say, get your ass to the side, let me take over because there's too much killing over here. How you got 2 rich rappers over here getting killed, and you got these young boys killing each other and this and that and that and this, and y'all ain't figured the problem out. Get your ass to the side. Memphis police looking like some clowns right now. Because the feds got to go in and clean up Memphis. Chicago's police is looking like some clowns. But see, they all down with it in Chicago, so they letting them kill off each other. So after they kill off each other, then they got a reason to go in and make these strict laws like Giuliani and Bush did in New York to say that if you get caught in the projects, you know, with a gun in your grandmother's house that been living there for 50 years with fixed rent and only paying $50 a month, but we need that space because it's close to downtown and we want to build high rises. So we going to make a law saying that if they smell smoke in the apartment, you know, marijuana smoke, you know, and you don't have a medical license, that they could go in and put your poor grandmother out that been in there for 50 years paying $50 a month. They got a plan for all of y'all, man, and that's what I'm here to tell y'all about. That's why I'm letting you know it ain't worth it. So don't say I didn't tell you. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, man. I got 48%, you know, subscribe watching, and 52% that's not subscribed. We need to pick that up. Show me your love and put that. Like I said, you know, the game is to be sold, not told. So if you like the game, you like the jewels, the Cash App is unique, $ unique Mecca Hall. Make sure you hit the logo and say it was created in 2020. Show some love. If you can't do that, just subscribe. All I'm asking you to do is subscribe. Kick the Cash App if you can't, if you don't want to do it, whatever, but at least subscribe, hit the bell, and share this video, and hit the like, and give me an emoji. Show me some love on the Instagram, or whatever this crap is. See, I just came home. I never saw Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, MySpace, none of that. But one thing I do love that they got is that they got that porn on X. You know what I mean? And I like that OnlyFans, you know? But, you know, it's better than back in the days. We used to go to a hotel and have to hope that in the hotel that they played a porno movie, so you in there with a chick, you could look at two white people screwing each other. But now you can get black OnlyFans and, you know, Pornhub and all this other stuff. But I want to do something. Let me ride. Let me ride. I want to give a shout out to one of the bloggers. And if y'all know who he is, you tell him I gave him a shout out, because I don't do no hating over here, because it's a gangster channel. People don't come to YouTube, watch one channel and get off. So I don't understand why people feel that they need to eat this one back out, eat that one back out, and play all these games, you know what I mean, eating each other back out. Like, they got to be the only YouTube channel. I want my man, you know, Street Knowledge Podcast, Bootsy to blow up, Zeke Black to blow up. You know what I mean? I want all my peoples to blow up. DC Blacks with Eon. You understand what I'm saying? And it's another one I want to blow up, because if you notice, I don't get into the personal gossip of what's happening with these stories about, oh, it started with Young Dolph, allegedly, you know, having sex with Yo Gotti's baby mother, and this started it, and then he was with Starlito, and, you know, this is Starlito, and Young Dolph. I heard all of that crap. I don't care nothing about that. I just care about the morals and principles and rules of the code that I gave 26 years of my life for, and my brother gave his physical life for. So those are the things I want you to know, because the game is getting twisted where they're saying that there's no rules to the game. There is no rules to the game, but it's honor amongst comrades. You want the same thing for your comrade you want for yourself. You wouldn't want your comrade telling on you, so you don't tell on your comrade, whether he's dead or alive. I hear them saying, oh, Big Jukes now, so, you know, the Spanish dude, what is his name, Avon Gomez, whatever his name, you know, now he can put it all on Big Jukes. No, you don't do that. Let Big Jukes rest in peace. Let Young Dolph rest in peace. You don't throw the crimes on them because they're dead, and now their children have to grow up hearing about the crimes that the government and alphabet boys and state couldn't catch them for. But now their comrades is throwing it out there and saying, they did it, I didn't do it, let me go. Have their children look at them as these monsters when they got away with their monster, allegedly, activities. That's why I don't believe in telling on the dead. They came to me and told me, you know, your brother's dead, so all you got to do is, you know, tell me what happened, because, you know, your operation was so intricate. We don't know what happened because, you know, you won't tell us, and we still haven't figured out how we rolled up in Mecca Audio and did buy and bust so many times, buying weed from the store, and never got the mark money. You know what I mean? Then when they dug the wall out. When they caught the rat, right? Let me show what a rat do. You know what I mean? This is what rats do. When they caught the rat in my case, right? The rat bastard in my case, he went and told the police, oh, the reason why y'all never caught, the money from the buying bus is because that black nigga's so smart that he built a thing in the wall, a little chute that was right above the store. He had an apartment above the store, an apartment above that apartment above that apartment. And whenever you came in and you spent the money, the first thing he did was send the money through the little socket in the wall. You plug your sockets in. Well, that popped off. And in that, I had a soda can that was gutted. And then I had like a piece of chain on that connected to the soda can. And they put the money in the soda can, and I wheeled the money up to get it out so they'll never catch the money. You know what I mean? And then I sent the drugs down through the soda can. Then when the police go out, talk to their boys and say, I made the sale, and they run back in the store, they found nothing. Because I already moved it upstairs without even going out the front door. And there was no back door. So they said, this nigga too small. But of course, the rat bastard gave me up. But they wanted me to tell them how I was able to get all those keys up and down the highway and how I was able to sell all those keys in New York, 25 kilos a day in Washington Heights, and nobody knew what I was doing. But I screwed up because I was too flossy, buying Dapper Dan jackets for $5,000 and $10,000, buying Rolex watches for $50,000, buying big gold chains, everything you rappers are doing. And a lot of y'all started from the street. Your family members started from the street. And now you're putting the heat on them. Like I put the heat on me. See, you gotta take responsibility for yourself. But I started riding because I wanted to tell you about a podcaster that I do watch, and I'm gonna recommend that y'all go watch it, man. And I would like to really talk to this dude because I like the way he does his research. His name is Seti Nash. Go check out Seti Nash podcast on YouTube if you want to know the intricate details to what's going on. When you want to know the street codes and rules and morals and principles, then you come to this gangster channel. If you want to get the details to these stories, I'm not going to get too in-depth into that because I know how these rat bastards grab certain things that you say and try and twist it around, and I'm not with none of that. You know what I mean? But definitely go check out Seti Nash. I'm going to say that. The kid don't even know me to show you how real I am. I want everybody to get money. When people come to YouTube, they'll say, oh, let me just go watch one channel. Oh, I saw Unique, I'm good. No, they scrolling. You know what I mean? They're looking for somebody else to watch. But Unique is not going to sit here and give you what happened with Young Dolph at the beginning, what happened with Stolito, what happened with Yo Gotti, what happened with Moneybag Yo, what happened with Pooh Shiesty. I don't get into all of that, man. All I care about is them knowing what the rules and code is so that they know how vicious it is and that there is no rules. Anything go. Even they kidnapping, tying up your mother, pistol whipping her and everything like they did to my mother. Even them handcuffing my brother and giving him 2 to the head. No rules, my brother. No rules, no tears. What was that old joint that AN1 used to do? No blood, no foul. You know what I mean? No rules, no tears. Everybody's is fair game in this, man. So this is what y'all want to be a part of? Because I screwed up and was a part of it. I lost my brother that lost his life, and I lost my freedom for 26 years while going to prison every night, knowing that they expected me to die and put me in a pine box for this nightmare to be over. But I knew the rules, so I knew I could still breathe, so I must still fight because I never laid down and died. They buried me alive, but I didn't lay down and die. I just continued going to the law library. I just continued to get my education and get prepared for this moment to bring y'all this beautiful news on YouTube. You know what I mean? Look at my smile. I'm happy. They say, oh, man, you've been through so much, Unique, man. You're a strong man. No, I'm not a strong man. I'm just a man. We got Lou Sims. We got Farris. We got Peter Shue. We got Kevin Childs. We got Booby from the Booby Boys. We got JR from Chicago. You understand? We got Black, we got Turk from Detroit. We got Sea-Dog. We got Kaz. We got Kilo. You understand? From California. I'm not the only one, man. And I'm not saying I'm the only one. I'm no bigger than the man that's in the game with me. But those are my comrades because they understand the rules to the game. I could never go to them and cry about my brother getting killed. But if I did, they would understand that I'm human. But they know that I'm going to keep moving forward, and they know that I'm not going to flip and become a rat bastard because I had a trip up and lost my brother. Do y'all understand how serious this is? This sounds twisted. If this don't sound twisted to you, then you're just as screwed up as me, and I'm telling you I'm screwed up. I'm telling you I'm screwed up. For me to sit there, my brother's dead, and I wouldn't even put the case on him, and I stayed in jail 26 years because I wouldn't put it on my brother. Y'all watching that say, man, he's dead. Like I hear them talking on the thing. If I don't report on the personal intricacies of this YouTube stuff with the, you know, the stuff that's going on, because a lot of it be gossip because only person knows the people that was involved. But I'm telling you, I'm so screwed up that this is normal to me. If this is abnormal to you, then you're on the right track. Get out the street. Don't get involved. Don't lose your brother like I lost mine. Don't have your mother tied up, pistol whipped, and tortured to get the bag that you sat there and made that brought the wolves. Can't get no realer than this, my nigga. That's why I say, man, if y'all don't understand that, you know, a cash app is warranted for the jewels that I'm giving you, then you definitely a rap bastard, flip-flop, wearing in public troll. That want everything for free. Like that boy said at Young Thug trial, he ain't want to do none of that crap. He ain't want to do the rapping like Young Thug told him. He ain't want to orchestrate the movements for the tours. He ain't want to take the cars. He ain't want to do nothing. He wanted fast money. But you want fast money, it brings you to death or prison. And when you die, you just lay down and die, right? So when your dumb ass get caught, just lay your dumb ass down and fight your case. Or do what I'm telling you and don't get involved. So you don't have to put yourself in that situation to be screwed up where you're sitting there saying that I wouldn't help. Look, let me get in the camera. Let me get in the camera because y'all want me to make a short out of this or something. I would not help the feds find my brother's killer for nothing in the world. I would never cooperate with the feds to help them find my brother's killer or the men and women or whoever that ran down on my mother and tied her up and pistol whipped her. I would never help them solve the case of the people that kidnapped my mother. Don't that sound crazy to y'all? If it do, that mean you're on the right track. You know, it's just it's embedded in me, so it don't mean shit to me. You know what I mean? I mean, just like your feelings. Just like you rat bastards. I wipe my ass with your feelings. I wipe my ass with your thoughts. You're nothing but trash to me. I hate a rat that can't just admit that he told. Just say, look, I couldn't stand the heat, so I got out the kitchen and I told all my comrades. Now I got the choice not to deal with you. But don't take away that choice and tell me that I would never tell on my comrades, and then I find out later you told on your comrades because you already know what that warrants. End the story. Not promoting violence, but just letting you know how it works in the street so y'all understand, because this is the time for y'all to learn about the damn streets. So hopefully you make the right choice. Make sure you cop my book of Ruin Harlem and subscribe, like I said, man, at ruinharlem.com, at Google and with that Bing or whatever. Hey, yo, my bad, Carlos. I know I was riding, man. What you got to say about that, man? Cap it out.
Oh, nah, man. You hit every dimension of it, man. It's just sad, though. I feel for you because I hear it all in your voice. I lost my little brother, too, triple homicide. They killed him, my cousin, and a female my cousin was with. Tied him up, hands behind their back, and all of them shot in the head, back of the head, man. That was in 2002, and it just took me for a trip, bro. I just gave up on everything, man. It just took the wind out of me. Then one of the motherfucking killers come to my grandma's house, and I'm so threw off, I couldn't even tell that was him, man. I was just so thrown off. The nigga, I should have figured how he came in and was Man, bro, got some pictures in here, man. Let me see some of the pictures, man. He getting all the pictures he on with my brother. He getting all the pictures down that he on. And so, I'm still, it's like my brother's spirit telling me, man, that's him. Get this, that's him, bro. He did that. You know what I'm saying? But I felt something, but I couldn't put my finger on it, man. My mind was in a billion places, man. The nigga right there, though. But the nigga stunk. He stunk, though. He stink. He had the smell on him it was just signs that I could have picked up, but I ain't picked up till later on after he got arrested and all this stuff, man. He came to my grandma's house with his mama. He had called me before he came, but I told myself, I said, if he come with two of his cousins that I know will do something to you, I'm gonna just end it right there. I'm gonna sit out there and eat dirt, let the police get me and say they tried to kill me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But make a long story short, man, I feel you, Mecca, man. That's terrible, bro. Some terrible shit to go through, and we are twisted. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I want them to understand, because these rat bastards try and analyze something that they could never take a step in. They could never take a step in our shoes, my brother.
Yeah.
And I hear it in your voice, because they don't understand that we got demons at night.
Yeah.
We got demons, man.
My mama still hollering out and shit. It's just his daughter there with her, his grandkids there with her. He died. He was 25, man. His daughter was like 4 when he got murdered, so he didn't get to see his grandkids or nothing. But they stay with my mom. And it just, like with your mom, I'm pretty sure she holler about your brother. I'm pretty sure you do. When it hits you like it just happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of weight on you, man. Just to hear my mama and his daughter.
But see, you had your family and friends around you when this happened. I was locked in a cage at 80X Supermax in Florence, Colorado for 24 hours a day. They let me out for once a day when they felt like it. So I had to deal with that looking at 4 walls for 5 years, man.
They came at me the same way they came at you, bro. Like, your brother dead, man. Just like ain't no feeling in them telling you that your people like that. You know what I'm saying? They trying to they had something to do. They proud of it. Yeah, your brother dead, bro. So what happened? Yeah. Look, I don't know. My brother. What you say now? Yeah, your brother dead. Where he at, man? We done shipped his body out here in Charleston already. He ain't in Langston no more. He in Charleston. The fuck? This shit just happened. I ain't get to see him. It's just, them motherfuckers is heartless, bro. They can't pick me up. I had my 4-year-old son. They come on, get in the car with him, interrogate me about it and stuff. Like, they got to go to everybody when something happened to somebody trying to get out of closer, trying to find out what happened. But they come at me like that, man. That's how they told my brother was dead. Man, your brother dead, bro.
Listen, man. Listen to this. As I'm speaking to you, I'm going to tell you YouTube this. I ain't never even tell him this. As I'm speaking to you, my brother, my twin, my heart, the man that I love more than myself, that I put myself in harm's way so many times to protect him, is buried in a federal prison ground in Seattle, Washington, and never even been to trial to be convicted of a crime. But he's buried in a federal graveyard with a number on his box, not his coffin, a wooden box. And they telling me at the time that I couldn't claim the body from in prison. I couldn't give power of attorney to anyone to claim it. They wanted somebody other than me to claim it so that they could attack them and try and track the trail of money that they never found from when they locked me up. That's how vicious they are. My brother is still there. And that's one thing that I'm already working on, is to get my brother's body, whatever is left of it, from that federal graveyard. If that's what y'all want for your family members and loved ones, see, Yo Gotti is blessed. Young Dolph people is blessed. They able to get the body. My brother's body is in a federal burial ground with a number on it, man. And they didn't even give him a New York number. They gave him a Seattle, Washington number because he got killed in Seattle, Washington. And these are my demons. So I don't have the time to worry about the rat bastards. Just stay away from me. I don't have a problem. You want to tell, go do what you want to do. But just stay away from me. Let me know that you're a rat bastard. And once you let me know that, I got a choice and I know not to deal with you on a personal level. But these dudes on YouTube say, oh, he's a rat, don't talk to him. Look, when we go in the corner store and we buy a Lucy from the Arab or the Spanish dude or the white dude, you know what I mean, from the corner store, they're selling Lucy's illegally. They're breaking the law. But you go in there and you commit a crime and they're going to tell on you. So you know they're going to rat. But yet you're still spending your money with them. So if that's the case, Tommy Hilfiger will rat. All of these big clothes companies, if they get caught, they're going to rat because they call themselves civilians. But they also breaking the law. Look how even the ex-president, I ain't got to say his name, you know what I mean? They got him now for the tax evasion. They all break the law. And they all get caught and they all gonna tell. But you still spend your money with them, go work for them, do all of this, but then they try and put us all in a little box. Oh, you can't work for this one. You can't talk to this one because he told. Everybody out here is a potential rat. Bastard. Let's get that straight. You know, now I'm getting a little emotional, man. I don't want to get too aggressive because I'm trying to tone it down during this time. You got anything else you want to say, big bro?
Nah, bro, I just want to say, God bless you, man. You doing a lot for guys in the street, man. That's trying to transition out of the streets, bro. And you got a hell of a story, you know. And I don't know if you know how much you mean to everybody out here that's in the gangster world, man. You up there, bro. I mean, you do a lot, bro. And I just want to shout you out, man. Mecca, man. That's my nigga, y'all. You know, and he picks up on the first few rings. So, you know, get that number, man. Shout this man out, man.
Listen, if I don't answer my phone, that means I'm in the hood, and I'm not going to be one of these stupid rat bastard trolls with my face down in the phone talking about I'm texting, walking across the street, and I got killers around me. So I can't answer the phone. So if I don't answer the phone, that's the reason why. Just text me and leave a message. When I get in a safe place where my head is safe, then I'll respond to your text and even call you back. But don't expect me to put my life in danger because you call, because then you're calling and don't even want to send a cash app, but you want a free conversation. You want a free consultation. You call the lawyer and the lawyer say, I want $500 for consultation to tell you what we're going to do about this ticket you got or this charge you got. And you pay him to talk to him. But then you want to call to somebody on YouTube that nobody else put their number out there. I put my number out there. You want to call me, you want to jaw jack for free and then get an attitude when I don't answer. You know what I say to you? Hold up, man.
That's some real shit, Mac, and that mean a lot, bro.
You know?
That mean a lot.
Come on, man.
Yeah, a lot of people out there got the same story we got, bro. Going through the same trauma.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not the only one. I'm no greater than the next.
Yeah, your words mean tremendous. Tremendous power in your words, bro. And just your platform. This is a beautiful platform, and we thank you, man.
And I don't come up here hating on nobody, and then you'll get these rat bastards that don't have content, ain't lived no life, that'll sit there and try and go on their page and make up lies about me. And then get mad when I don't respond. How do you respond to a lie? How do you respond? Yo, dude, I say, you ain't get no money, you the crack and you this, you that. Nigga, I got my transcripts. My trial transcripts, man. If the rat bastard would have said what you saying right now, I wouldn't have did a day in jail and I would have been out here to know my nieces and nephew and raise my children, man. But now that I'm home, they want to say, oh, come on, man. This is crazy, man. Welcome to social media.
Yep.
You know? But let me tap off, man. We've been on here long enough, man. Damn near 50 minutes, you know what I mean? You good, though, family?
All right, man. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I just want to just keep sending you blessings, man. That's all, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. We got something coming for you real soon.
Just text me your name in this text so I could lock you in the phone. All right? And again, my number is 917-680-9699. 9091. I answer this phone when it's feasible and safe for me to do so. I might be in a club and the phone ring because I'm videotaping with it, and people get an attitude. I called you, you didn't answer. Nigga, I was in a club with a bunch of killers, man. I was on the block with a bunch of killers. And we all know you can't trust no one. So don't put your head down and give them a free shot. Being buried in a phone. I'm driving, I see people walking. That's why I hate the flip-flop wearing in public. Rat bastards and trolls. I see people walking and they got their head down in their phone. They walking across the street. The light is green. They don't even have the right to walk, and they like this on the phone, and you got to stop for them. And the police made it where you breaking the law if you don't stop for these rat bastards that's not paying attention to their surroundings. Where they do that at? Man, let me tap out, man. Been in here long enough, man. Again, man, cop the book of Raw in Harlem. I'm on, what's that? I'm on Twitter and, what's that shit? TikTok. I've been putting up some joints on TikTok. Go to my TikTok, my Twitch. I got the, what's that other thing? Roku. And I got the BuzzFeed where I'm on the, with that iHeart Music, iHeart Radio, whatever they call this crap. You know what I mean? But that's what it is, man. I'm out. Make sure you subscribe. All right.
Cheers. Cheers. Toast the crime. Toast the crime. The crime. The crime. The crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. Rush. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Real. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.